Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite tools that I purchased a while ago now, and I waited to make this video review of it after I actually have enough information and I know how it works myself personally. This is the 40 volt Ryobi HP. It is absolutely a beast. This is the brushless version, and this one I have it on 18-inch bar or 457 millimeters. Let me tell you, I've cut last spring all the wood that I needed to clear around the property. I cut a lot of wood for winter, for the fireplace and whatnot, and this guy just keeps going and going, and I intentionally did not clean the whole thing yet, just so I could show you guys that actually I use it and it's not just something brand new and I don't know what I'm talking about. This one doesn't just have speed, but it has a lot of torque. And I know you might be thinking the faster the chain, the better. It is not necessarily true. In my experience, at least, the more torque it has in the motor itself, the better you have a chance to cut, especially if you ever try to cut oak. You know that stuff is not easy. It is not easy, especially when it's fresh and wet. I have two other chainsaws, I'm not gonna say names, but they failed. They would go kind of halfway and stop. And yes, it was a little bit maybe unfair because the log I tried to cut was around almost 20 inches itself. So that's quite a lot. But somehow this one did not stop. It did not overheat or anything. It just kept going through nicely and smoothly. So I gotta give it credit where credit's due. This takes one of these 40 volt batteries, the lithium, whatever you want to call, regular 40 volts from Ryobi. And besides that, this is the brake bar right here on top, just like all chainsaws should have. I hope they do. And nice handle, really good quality. The tool, quick tool I would say, to open and close and tighten the chain and all that is right here. I really love that you have the tool right at hand, so you don't need to have anything in your pockets. Here is the piston or the trigger, and if you don't press this down, it's not gonna go. It is really nice and safe, so you put this down, then you can hold and it will stay on the whole time. Nice rubbery grip all around here. It's not gonna leave your hand anytime soon. And besides that, this is my favorite part. Now I understand where you might stand. It is fine if you like what's so-called oil-less chainsaws, but in my experience, any metal on metal application needs oil. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a motor spinning metal on metal, you need oil. And this one, I love that it has quite a good oil reservoir. That actually helps a lot. Let me just open it for you real quick, just like that. You can open it just by hand, but I find it easy like that. This is where you fill the oil. It holds quite a little bit in it, and it has some inside already. I just use regular bar and chain oil, nothing really fancy, and I really love this chainsaw. Ever since I bought it, I probably haven't used the other ones as much as this one. Underneath, just a really nice piece here. Here is where you can adjust more of your tension. Here is where you can hang it. That's how I actually hang it. Yes, it has a case. I'm gonna show you really quick just in a moment. And yeah, of course, as I told you. And let me just open this so you can see it. Or actually, before we open, let me plug the battery, trigger it on, so you can see just that it works. The battery is full, the bar is on. You flip the trigger here, make sure to do the brake bar. As you see, look, with the bar on safety, you pull the trigger all you want. See, it's not going anywhere. Pull the brake bar, just like in any chainsaw. Pull the trigger. As you see, this is a really nice noise, by the way. I really like it. It has a little bit of noise, but not as much as you would with a conventional chainsaw. This guy has helped a lot. I mean, a lot. And it has a really nice balanced body that you can grab it and you don't feel like it's going backwards or forward. Really nice handle, both sides, even when you're cutting from under. I really love this chainsaw. Now let me open the bar really quick just to show you how it looks there with the tool that came with it. And as you see, this is the tensioner if you need to. But for now, I'm just going to open it really quick. As you see, boom. One. And the second one. And here are the two nuts that you would take out of there. The bolts are built in, so you don't take those off, and you just take this cover out just like that. And as you see, it needs to be cleaned because I was actually working with it and I cut a lot of wood today, so that's why you see it here. And that's the good of having oil on a chainsaw. As you see, it's oily right here, so it protects it and it's actually lubricating it good. This is really a great thing to have on a chainsaw, because without oil you will overheat and you will do all that bad stuff that you don't want to do with a chainsaw. Let me take this bar really quick out of here. These are just regular chains, by the way. Nothing special, just regular 18 inches. We put it on the side, and this is what you're dealing with here. Really beautiful design. All metal, that's where the motor is. Right here, it's brushless. As you see, the teeth to grab the chain are right under there. I'm not sure if you can see them. Yep, you can see them now. And this is where the oil comes in. It's right here like a tiny gasket with 2 holes that will lubricate the chain. I like that these bars are built in, so they don't let go. And it is really, really a beautiful piece of a tool, and I really like it. I bought it, as I said, over a year ago now, and I waited to make this video till now because it just makes sense to make a video when you're more educated in the tool itself and you get more accustomed with the tool itself. Now let me put the chain back. It is really easy actually to slide it like this. As you see, you can adjust the tension after you put back the other part. Let me clean it really quick and I'll be right back. And this is as clean as I'm going for now. At least it looks really good. And yeah, I have to go in and clean these two, but I'll do that in a moment. Just let me put it back. This was just to demonstrate its workabilities. And when you put it back, make sure the tensioner matches there's this hole here. Has to match with this pin right here. You can just look from the side because you don't always have it aligned. Okay, and this is where it should be. For now, you put the 2 bolts back in, 2 nuts, sorry. You get the point. And just, that's it. Don't tighten them to the very end yet, because as you see, the chain is still loose. So now it is a great time to tighten it. I tighten it just by feel till it's to this point. That's, to me, perfect. And then I tighten these to just hand strength, so I can make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But I make sure that I can open it again. Boom. Right now, it is ready to go. And as I said, let me show you the case that it came with. It's one of these here, as you see. Really nice, just regular light case. And this is the bar cover. Let me just throw the machine inside so you guys can see what we're talking about here. This is the case. It's actually built really nice. You'll see in a second. As you see, just like that. You open this, you have this little door here on the side. As you see, you put the chainsaw in there. It has like a slot right here that fits in here perfect, as you see right here. And one more thing I like, look how tight it goes in here to protect the entire thing up. And you just lower it in here. As you see, it has a nice space here, and I usually throw in a battery either here or here, depends which battery I have at hand at the time, just so I make sure I have it there. Sometimes I throw the charger too, because there's enough space. You can throw more tools here. It has like a little pocket. Really nice touch, by the way. You can throw more tools there. And besides that, you have this tiny little thing that you put here at the front. And I'm not sure if I can show you with the camera really quick. It has its own space here. As you see, it goes in just like this. Boom. And now it is sealed, it's closed, and as you see, now you can either store it or throw it in the back of the truck or take it with you to work or whatnot, because it's in a really nice box that fits just perfect, and it's super sealed, and you can keep it for a long time. It is a really built box, by the way. I really like how they did this one, and yes, this compartment can come out. I probably forgot to show you this one. Not a big deal, but it is quite a deal. As you see, just like that. So you can look and work and store stuff, and I don't know how much better can it get. And yes, here on the side, you can actually fit an entire bar and chain oil. And usually I don't leave the batteries inside the machine. I don't like that. And just like that, You can have your entire tools arsenal inside the same box, so you don't lose track of where they are and what happened and all that. I really love what they did here. Really well thought, well done, and well built above all. And yeah, you have a little hole here if you want to lock it. I don't know, for some reason. But yeah, this is my Ryobi or Ryobi 40 volts that I really like, and I use it the whole time.